zone.
What it do?
Yep, then, you know what, I'll just say it again. I promise you I'm not running out of introductory techniques.
I am. So we're Culture Nexus. We talk about everything dealing with the culture, self-improvement stuff.
Yeah.
We talk about relationships and dating. We talk about music, hip-hop. Occasionally we might talk about some anime stuff.
Yep.
Whatever is gonna be like culturally relevant that week. And this week we actually want to talk about some bad behavior in our community.
Yeah. Yeah, basically what happened with me this week, because scrolling through YouTube and everything, whether it be the grammar or anything like that, I came upon two videos that really, it just puts our people in like the worst kind of light.
Yeah, they really grind my gears.
Yeah. Basically in these videos, it's basically each of them had like basically two different altercations. The first one, I forgot what they were arguing about, but there's like two people in the same neighborhood. One was like an old man with his two white dogs, and the other was like, what was it? I think there was like two black women there, like a mother and a daughter. It seemed like they were arguing about like the woman's the woman's like, another woman that was in there, like their mother or whatnot. And it didn't seem like it was gonna go too much, like instead of like just a back and forth type of talking, even though it was kind of like they obviously were at each other's necks there, but it didn't seem like it was gonna get anything physical, because the two of them, well, one of them stayed back. The dude was trying to grab his dogs and walk away while still, they were arguing and whatnot. And then the other woman, went towards the other dog and just kicked him.
Yeah, she punked the little poodle. That was not okay.
Right in the rib cage.
It was really, really, really messed up, because it was a small dog. Could have been a puppy, or maybe it was just a small dog. Either way, the dog wasn't threatening her in any kind of way. It wasn't even like barking or yapping at her. It was just around.
Yeah, I was just doing this dog thing. Might be looking at grass or whatever. And while these two loudmouths are going at it, and then she just comes over there, doesn't even say a word towards in this like altercation situation, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
She's silent, goes over there, and just decides to just punt the dog. And honestly, in that moment, it's just like, well, for one thing, I will say that like the fact that he didn't immediately lash out at them, even though it would have been warranted, I mean, that's good on the man, I guess. But
sure, I have some opinions about that. I'll let you keep going.
But good God, that's what I meant by poor light, because it's not necessarily uncommon to see some folks of our complexion do something that crazy. It's sad to say.
It's not looking good for the black community when we've got videos like that trending, like in any kind of space online. That's really, really bad. It looks terrible on us. Honestly. And I'm not even like fully like American black. I'm like Caribbean. Okay?
Yeah, that's me. Like, that's me. I'm the American black.
So I'm looking at it like, word, this is crazy. Like, this is like legitimately crazy. Who raised y'all?
Honestly, like, I don't know, like, what would set off in your mind to just, I mean, maybe, like, might have some intrusive thoughts about doing something like that, or I guess it's intrusive. I don't know the word, but
it's something she acted on her intrusive thoughts. She let them take over, and she just was like, there's a dog. They're arguing. There's a lot of aggression and animosity in the air. Why don't I just go and kick that innocent little thing that's not really doing anything. Like that's so messed up. That is so messed up. Like truly like an evil, like wicked, like thought pattern that she would even like go to do that.
Yeah. I wanted to say, it made me ask, like, who raised you? Because it seems like the woman that's with you, that's supposedly your mother, the mother. It doesn't seem like she didn't do too much raising. She was
definitely the aggressor there, although we don't know what happened prior to this interaction.
Yeah.
In what we saw in the video was the main lady just being extremely aggressive towards this man. And he's from the video kind of just looks like he was outside doing something with his car. He has his dogs, and then he was just trying to like back away and get away from the situation. But which I think that's a perfectly fine way to handle it. He even threatened to call the cops. I don't know if he did. He probably should have.
Yeah. Judging from what that thumbnail looked like, it looked like mugshots.
Oh, so I guess he probably did call the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that you did the right thing there. If he somehow comes across this, he did the right thing.
Yeah. Now look, you got me advocating for snitching. What?
Well, I mean,
why you got me in this position? I don't want to do that.
Is it really snitching if you don't know
them? Bro said, "I'm a civilian."
Exactly. I'm a civilian. Like if it was someone I was an actual accomplice with.
Well, that's different.
Yeah, you actually said something. Yeah, you're a snitch. You're a rat.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah, that's right here. You're just doing your due diligence and just.
If you were in the mix and you were doing something like not legal, then yeah. Mm-hmm. Then yeah, okay. That's not okay. But like if you're just a regular civilian,
yeah,
then yeah, you can call the cops.
But I understand though your sentiment there. It's just like in some kind of way it's just like
why you got me having to like reprimand you online for dumb shit. Like this is stupid.
Honestly, like regardless of what they're arguing about, it's just like
it shouldn't escalate to that point.
No.
To kick a random dog. You're not even in a situation. You're not even in a situation where you need to like be overly defensive or aggressive. Because these two women were walking up on this man who was at this point minding his own business. Mm-hmm. Maybe he did something earlier that we didn't see on video, but we can't go off of that because we don't have that information. But from the video, from the standpoint of the video, it looks like these two women are being aggressors. Mm-hmm. Like they are coming into the frame. They are the ones that are yelling. They are the ones that are like doing all the extra stuff.
Yeah. Entering his vicinity, his property.
Exactly. For what?
Honestly, was it? I don't know. Maybe it was that bad. They did mention like I don't know some old lady that they know, but it's just like I don't know that part.
Yeah, just not enough information, but none of the actions there in the video are justified by those two women, especially the one that hit that innocent dog. And
yeah, that was just out of pocket and horrendous and evil, and you need some kind of just something.
Yeah, the animal was innocent. There. The animal was innocent. You know?
Yeah, for like it was just doing his dog thing. God, man. But yeah, because of like I don't know, maybe it could be like a sense of like he's probably not going to do anything to us and that type of thing. So
that's stupid. That's just being a bully.
Yeah, it is. But it can't. I don't know. There are some like.
What do you gain out of hurting someone or something that's not doing anything to you?
I mean, good question. But I mean, it has happened in certain situations where they like someone does have that sort of like, hey, I know this person is not going to do anything to me, so I can just press forward, like press on, keep pressing on.
There are a lot of people like that.
Yeah, I don't know if this is one of those kinds of instances.
To a dog, though?
To a dog,
a lot of people like to push the boundaries to see like how far that they can get, and I think that in a situation where like Okay, no, that's still just bullying, and I can't like truly justify any kind of actions there, like therein like that. Mm-hmm. So there's nothing there for me to like go with. Like, I don't know. You can talk about it if you want. I think it all depends on the situation. In this situation, I think that that's wrong. You know?
Oh no, absolutely. I agree with that. It was dead wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if y'all had something to lash out, y'all could have done it at least verbally. Then maybe, get, walk the other way or get officials involved or something
Absolutely.
like that.
Let them know that you can't be fucked with, but don't cross the line of fucking with someone who's not fucking with you.
Yeah, because now at this point, you done fucked up and y'all don't even know it until this dude calls the cops, and now what? Y'all got your mugshots up on the thumbnail of a video, and now y'all are going viral for some dumbass shit.
Yeah, exactly, some dumb shit. 5 seconds. It might feel good to yell at someone. It definitely does feel good to yell at people. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, but it does.
It feels good, but that 5 minutes of you yelling at the wrong person just cost you like how long in jail to go through this entire legal process. Say you're in jail for a weekend, you lost a whole 2 fucking days for what? Because you were mad about some dude who yelled at your mom and then walked away.
Yeah, just like it
now
I would understand if if your mother was harmed in any kind of way,
yeah,
but
that's different.
Which we don't know, but
we don't have that information.
But still, like, could have been handled a whole other way. Like, again, getting officials involved if that was the case. But instead, you gave him leeway to bring in officials, and now you're looking stupid.
Looking stupid, got this legal business going on, and all this other bullshit. It's not worth it. Not worth it. In my opinion, not worth any of it. Mm-hmm. That 5 minutes of feeling good for yelling at someone is not worth the 48 hours you spend in the jail or however much you got to pay to get out for bond or whatever. I don't know how the process works, but like it's too much for too little.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't know. We already have quite a bit of a like. People already have a certain impression on us as a people, anyways, and this just kind of just.
It doesn't help anything. It certainly doesn't help anything. You're
really
not helping the stereotypes. You're not helping the stereotypes at all.
You really aren't. And God, it honestly takes me back to like a few times in high school where people were openly telling me like they specifically don't like black people.
Wow. Yeah, so and this is... I'm sorry, I don't want to cut your story off.
Go ahead.
I just really want to talk about this point, like right now. Because Cape Coral is some weird-ass place like that, bro. Like, I just dropped our location. Yes, we're in Cape Coral. Yeah, hi. You still got to find me, Nick. Like,
yeah, you don't know our address, so... Yeah, technically, I'm not in Cape Coral.
Don't pull up on me for real, though, because... You'll find out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, technically I'm not in Cape Coral, so I'm safe.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just Fort Myers, Lee County. This area is very weird with that kind of energy. Like there's not a lot of melanated folk here, let's say. And with that, I've noticed a certain kind of attitude about like when I go places and like how I shop when I'm shopping, and it's just an energy in this general vicinity that doesn't exist when I'm in other places. And I don't like it.
Okay. Well, I guess I noticed that more when I was younger.
I get used to it now. He grew up here. I ain't grow up here.
Yeah, I grew up here. I will say that I grew up in the Cape, like born and raised and everything. But I have gone through like definitely when I was younger, like there was like
white girls, isn't it?
Okay, first off, I have no racial preference. It's just like if you look good and you happen to be white, you're a white girl that I like.
All right, I'm not gonna talk about my preferences.
No, okay, it's all right. It's all right. We might get into another episode.
That's
then.
definitely another episode.
But yeah,
But I just want you to know, you know what I'm saying.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. When I was younger, for sure, if any of y'all saw like Everybody Hates Chris, like. That's definitely was like a good few of my classes where like I was the only black guy in them. And don't get me wrong, they had their like little jokes and whatnot, like the Frozone jokes and all that. Where's my super suit type of thing.
It's just, I think it's part of like here, you know. It's definitely
Yeah, I guess at one point I did get used to that, but that doesn't like excuse like especially some stuff that happened like later on, like when I was in high school, where I was at, it was a bunch of like there was quite a bit of rednecks and stuff like that, and they were openly
racist.
Yeah, like we're talking like lynch jokes.
Whoa.
And to me, I did brush that. Yeah, that did brush that off as just like, yeah, I mean, they're just joking and whatnot. But I mean, I wasn't actually like.
Yeah, I don't find that kind of stuff funny. Like I'm not gonna act like I have like friends of the Caucasian variety. I have quite a few.
Yeah.
I grew up in I did middle school in Georgia, and in the small town that I was in, there was a lot of you know, white people, and it was basically just our family and like maybe a couple other families that were black, and you know, so I do have that experience that you're talking about, where it's like I was a black kid and they make the jokes and all that stuff, but I would always just be like, and it's funny because like it'll come from people that like I already have like a good rapport with, so it's like, you're my friend and you're making this kind of joke, and like, sure, it's whatever. I make the jokes back.
Okay.
Like, I do it too. But like at a certain point, it just crosses into like, all right, well, that's just not funny, dude. You can do better than that. Like, just saying a dark joke for the sake of it being like out there is not the same as like something like having actual like comedic wit to it, or like having like an actual like punchline that makes me laugh.
Yeah, I get that.
Just being dark to be dark is like not funny.
Yeah, no.
After a certain point, it's just like, all right, that's just. Are you just trying to? I don't get what you're trying to do, but it's not really funny.
Yeah, at that point, it's just like if anything, you're annoying me. So it's just like, just change topic, like, do something, bro.
What are we on this about? And I like you as a person, so like, let's just not go there.
Yeah, that's the reason why we say like it. At this point now, I would say that, you know, it's honestly this ran its course. Like, let's move on from this, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I actually just gave them a look of disappointment. I was like, you could do better than that. That's not funny. Like, you've told funnier jokes.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually better. I imagine that you can do that in like a.
I broke someone's heart. Like, I mean, I say that as a paraphrase. Bro was like, no, because the look at his face was just like, yeah, just like, you know, like all of the, it just like drained, all the color drained from his face, and it was just like, oh wait, no, bro, I didn't mean it like that. I was like, that just wasn't funny, dude. It just wasn't. I'm sorry. And I've heard you told funny jokes before. I'm disappointed. Like, yeah. I'm really disappointed in you. Like, you just gotta do it.
Yeah. You know, I don't even blame you on that. Because, man, yeah, I imagine it's just like a room. Like, imagine if it's like, you're telling it to like a whole bunch of people. It's just like, it's just basically like crickets. Like a comedian telling like trying to tell.
He bombs the joke, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, it's crickets up in there.
Mm. Yeah.
That sort of thing. Yeah, don't. Yeah, it's just, yeah. If you happen to be one of those people that do that, just like it's.
There's a line. There's a line.
There's definitely is a line.
And I'm not saying like I never like make any kind of race jokes or any kind of like stereotypical whatever. I do it all the time, but like there's a line. Mm-hmm. There's a line. You know.
Yeah, and it can also be like excessive at some points. It's just like
it certainly can be excessive.
Yeah, it's like
and I don't want to put borders on anyone's like comedy, but like there's a difference between like telling a bad joke, like it's not funny and you're just trying to hurt people, like that's not funny. But like if you tell a joke and it is funny, like I think that's perfectly fine. You can joke about anything. You really can joke about anything. Like I want to make that clear. I believe in freedom of speech, and you can say whatever the fuck you feel like. But if it's not funny, I'm gonna tell you it's not funny. And if you're trying to hurt me, specifically with the joke, trying to like be like punchliney whatever, and it's not funny, like I'm gonna let you know that it's not funny. And then two, like if this has to go any further, then we might have to scrap. It is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, shit, if it gets to that point, man, yeah.
If it gets there, there's a line, there's a boundary, and like let's try to respect it.
Yeah, I guess at this point in our lives, we have gone through quite a lot, I guess, to have that sort of integrity, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we deserve some kind of respect, like as men, as a person.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because at this point, it's just, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I can't take anymore when I see certain things that are just, or hear like certain things. It's just like
it just depends.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Also, context is very important. Like if it's coming from like a person that I know doesn't mean any harm to me, then like it's different than like it's coming from like a random person where I don't know your intentions. You know, the context is always different.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know exactly unless you had that. Unless you would know that sort of like, I guess sort of that, cost to that effect, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. This took like quite the turn. Wow, that was a lot.
That wasn't. I didn't even feel like it was a lot.
No, we just went through like a lot of different like conversational threads. I do want to loop back into the way to properly conduct yourself, like as a man.
Oh, in that situation?
Those situations, yes, but like in a situation where like there's an aggressor. Someone's coming at you. Like, yeah. I feel like we should definitely address like what we think are the best methods to handle that problem. So,
yeah. So I guess one example could be like, because and this happens actually to quite a few men, as far as like you're in a relationship with a woman, arguments kind of escalate and all that, and then things might get physical on one end. Let's just say it's the woman's end. You as a man,
paint the picture. Paint the picture. What's the situation?
Yeah, argument goes on. Let's just say it's about let's say it's about cheating or whatever, and woman has had enough and starts getting physical with him. Like we're talking, like let's just say slaps, maybe like a punch here and there, and
okay, yeah.
And right, mind you, like these slaps and punches, like physically it doesn't hurt the man that much, but you can tell he's getting sick and tired of it.
Okay.
Now, in this situation, I would say like at that, I mean, I know a lot of people would like to say you're not supposed to put your hands on a woman. Now, we're talking like a punch or a hit or anything like that? No. Now, as far as like in order for her to like stop doing what she's doing and just like maybe in some way restrain, if that can be an option.
All right.
That's one option. That's one option.
I got you. So yeah. This is how I think I would handle this situation. This is what I think I would do, right? So say I had a night where I just got really drunk. I ended up sleeping with the girl at the bar. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. It's just...
It was some fine shit like at the bar. Mm-hmm. And we get to talking. I end up sleeping with her, and my girl at home finds out. It's terrible. I come home, lipstick on my neck, all that. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Crazy situation. I come home, lipstick on my neck. My girl finds it. She's like, "Yo, Quasi, what's going on?" Then she gets to yell. You always do this. You already got 3 wives. Why you do that? Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So that happens. How do you handle that situation? She's all up in your face. She's yelling. At this point, I think, honestly, and maybe this sounds a little bit sexist, I don't think that it's smart to argue with a woman that way.
Argue?
Yeah. I don't think it's smart at all to raise your aggression level. I understand getting angry. Everyone we're human, we get emotions.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get angry. I don't think it makes sense to start yelling back with all that same energy to her. I don't think that helps anything. I've not been in that situation because typically the way that I handle those kind of things is if a girl's coming at me mad aggressively, I just stop, let her get her energy out, let her do her thing. All right, when she's done talking, then I'll speak. Then we'll handle whatever situation. That's what I would do. That's how I handle that situation. Now, in the example that you gave and in the story that I'm going to continue right now, she smacks me in my face.
Okay.
Physical abuse from, this woman who's my partner. Mm-hmm. How would I handle that situation? Oh my gosh. Now, I think women should. I think people in general should keep their hands to themselves.
Oh, absolutely.
But I think, especially just generally, I think women should try to keep their hands off of men in that aspect. Don't go out of your way to physically hurt, hit a dude because you don't know how he's gonna react. Yeah, exactly. I hate that biology is a real thing. I hate that science is real, but men are generally physically stronger. Even if you guys look about the same size, his muscles are denser, his bones are sturdier. He could fuck you up. Yeah, the buildup is just different. It's just different. I hate that that's the truth, but it is. Mm. Yeah. Now we can get into if you want to be like Wonder Woman, how to fight, whatever. You took kung fu, you want to take him down and all that stuff. That's a whole different story. But in this situation, we're talking about a woman who has lost her temper and is now physically assaulting a man. How should this man react to that? I think the proper way to handle that, like you said, restrain her. Mm-hmm. Grab her hands. Okay. Grab her hands. Hold her away from you. Okay. Maybe shake her a little bit.
Give her a baby shake. Jesus Christ.
Just be like, shut the fuck up. No, but seriously, just yo, calm the fuck down. And just let her calm down.
Yeah, more than likely
we can't have that. Ever.
Yeah, more than likely she's not gonna break away. If No,
hold her until she fucking figures out she's not moving. Okay, don't stop. You really need to stop. Okay, you're not gonna hit me. Okay, I'll let you go. And then now call me what you want. But I also I don't think that it's right. I don't think that it's right to hit women. And I don't think that it's right for women to hit men. So everybody keeps their hands to themselves and we can have a nice civil argument or whatever happened. I might be in the wrong because I fucked that bitch. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But also, you don't gotta slap me for it. Come on.
Yeah. No. At that point, would the man have done that if it was the other way around?
Yeah, I don't think that that's okay. There are I think on both sides, because everybody's human. There are people who take it too far when it comes to their emotions, and they don't know that you can't just go out and physically assault people, because that's not like the mature or like adult thing to do, to handle when you disagree with someone's actions.
Yeah.
But that's a whole different story.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just more than likely, like if it happened the other way around, and the woman was doing what you were doing, is basically
No, I would just
sleeping
leave.
around. Exactly, like he wouldn't outright hit her or anything like that.
I can't. In a general sense, I don't think that. I don't think that would happen.
Yeah, no.
But like, abuse happens both ways. So yeah. Everybody keeps their hands to themselves, and everybody will be happy. We'll learn how to conduct ourselves as adults.
Yeah.
And respecting one another and all that other stuff.
Yeah, come to a sound, agreeable, concise solution.
Yeah.
And there will be all peace and tranquility, whether you guys are together or not.
Exactly. I'm actually a pacifist. Just don't fuck with me. Like,
could have fooled me. But yeah, I think that's about it from my end. Anything else you want to add?
I do think that it's important to address, like, since we're talking about like, I watched this podcast the other day with Andrew Tate.
Okay.
Right? Andrew Tate, and he was talking about violence is the underpinning of society. And when he was talking about that, he was talking about like, much like earlier when I was talking about like, there's a boundary, there's a line that you can cross, and past that line, there's problems. Much in the same sense, this goes with interactions like between men as well. Like,
yeah.
Like, there's a boundary, there's a line that you can cross, and beyond that boundary, beyond that line, violence is there. You will get fucked up if you go too far.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Like, if you can provoke a man like enough, let's just say enough, you'll set up into that mode of just like to the point to where like he's gonna have to get physical in order to for you to stop with the with provoking him, basically.
Yeah, exactly. But like, there's only so far you can push a person in general. And I think we all need to be cognizant of like where our limits are. So like, I know where my line is. I think a lot of people have really short tempers, and maybe they should like try and work on pushing that, getting a little bit getting some more patience. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I think a lot of people need to work on their patience and like how they deal with their anger. So anger management. Yes, they definitely need some anger management. But I do think everyone should be aware that everybody else has a certain line that if you cross it, you might get fucked up. So be careful.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to see where that line is, you might be fucked up just as a person.
Yeah, let's just that's on all ends, basically. But yeah, if long as like people are aware of that, that's just like a sense of respect that that we all have for each other at that point. So I think that's the best solution.
Yeah, what did Jesus say? Treat others how you want to be treated.
Exactly.
Yeah, love thy neighbor as thyself.
Yeah, why do you think I don't yell at people when I'm on the road and I'm, just trying to get to my place?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that happened to me today. And I'm just like, okay, guys, just do your thing. Just
No, I get it, bro. Okay, no, bro. I still get it. Like, I'm like that too, but like I have my days where I'm just like, you know what? Like, I just go off, and it is what it is. I think everybody has those days, but like generally, I think it's more I think it's better to go along the route of trying to see from the perspective of the other person, of like why they did whatever action they did. Because a lot of anger just comes from misaligned expectations of like what you want from the situation. So like just taking the road rage example. I'm driving in my car and this sweet elderly lady cuts me off. That might send me into a fucking spiral. But like, maybe she just doesn't drive very often, so she doesn't know. Mm-hmm. And that's not something that I should like be super angry at. Just because like she didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
So like, you gotta temper it. You gotta figure out how to deal with certain things.
Exactly. So, yeah, for me personally, it's just something I just try and I already have music playing in my car and blaring, so it's just like I am basically in a calm state, even though he's trying his best behind me, trying to get over. Just like, let me just try and get myself like inches forward so he can do whatever he needs to do, swerve, maybe cause an accident. That's on him, but that, hey.
What's the worst? The people who honk you right when the light turns green.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, look, I know I was just talking about like being patient and all that stuff, but like, you people need help. If you honk your horn as soon as the light turns green, I think someone needs to pop your tires. And I don't feel bad about saying that, because why are you in such a rush? The light just turned.
Yeah, if you're in that such a rush, you should have woken up earlier.
You should have been the first in the fucking line.
Yeah. Get out of your house earlier to get in your car and get to your destination.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you won't be caught up like the rest of us.
Like, literally, just drive your car. I promise you, you're gonna get to wherever you're going. Calm down. The light just turned.
Yeah.
The light just turned green.
Yeah, you may
at
be.
Least like if I missed it and like it's been like 10 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, and I didn't see the light change, sure, honk me, give me a little beep.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it. Maybe I was on my phone. Maybe something caught my attention. Maybe I saw a little fine chick walk across the street. Maybe whatever. But like, if I saw the light go from red to green and I hit the gas, and at the same time I'm hitting gas, you are honking your horn, you have an issue.
Yeah, that's just.
And I hope your tires get popped. No, I'm kidding. I don't actually wish bad on anyone.
Yeah, I guess I could say the same thing. I don't know. It depends. It depends. Like, I have actually one that actually kind of pissed me off. This was like way back when I was still living at that other house in the Cape, and I was on like I was going on the one intersection near me, and it was like basically like a left. Okay, the traffic light was like green forward, green arrow, turn left.
Sure. Yeah.
So the straighter wave was green, and nothing else on the arrows was like flashing, not even the red. So that means if the way is clear, you can go.
Yeah.
Mind you, why was this lady like sitting here for like the longest? It's just like
she was waiting for the arrow, right? And there was no
you don't need the arrow. Yeah, and I was
if the light is green.
Yeah, and I was saying like I was honking at her and all that, and I was just like I was trying to put my finger just like
you can go, it's clear.
And thing was she thought I don't know, she might have thought I was flipping her off or something,
being like aggressive or something.
Yeah, something like that, and she was like flipping me off in like the mirror and shit.
Wow. Yeah, I think it's a little. She probably just didn't know if you were like trying to be, if you were upset with her or if you were like just trying to help her. Cause like it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard like when you're in the car. Cause like I've done stuff where it's I've done stuff where it's like I'm trying to help people, where it's like I'm trying to let them like get in front of me or something. Cause like there's traffic or whatever, and I'm just like, come on, and like they like flip me off or whatever because they think I'm like cussing at them.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to help you. like now you gotta wait. Like,
yeah.
Now you gotta wait. I'm not letting you in.
Yeah, it's just like that's your own thing. That's your own fault. It's just like, I don't know. People can't. Well, I can understand not seeing. Maybe in like, well, were they able to like look right at you actually?
I don't remember, but like situations like that happen.
Yeah, because I mean, with mine, I'm assuming she saw like maybe.
Maybe she didn't even like see your hand gesture or anything. She just assumed like you were being aggressive when you weren't.
I guess.
it happens.
Yeah.
And it's very hard in that distance and when you're in the cars, you know?
Yeah, just, I don't know. I guess at that point you just need to work on your mental state when you're on that road. And so you don't get to that point to where it's just like you're pissed at everything, every kind of motion, every kind of hand gesture.
But then also sometimes you just kind of have those days, man. Sometimes you have those days where you just have a little bit more energy, you know?
I mean, don't get me wrong, I had those days for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay, I guess, to let them out versus just like keeping all that stuff in, though. And plus, you're in your car, so ain't nobody gonna hear you.
Yeah. This is this one song that was trending on TikTok. It's called the Hater Anthem, I believe, or the Hater song.
Huh?
Yeah. It's funny because the song is like so chill, but like it's like, oh, how I love the way it feels to be a hater. And I love that song because like it feels so good sometimes to just let it go, you know, just let that emotion out. But also it's not good to dwell there, I think.
Oh no, that's where
it's not good to dwell there at all.
No, that's where all the inconsiderate human beings that be in your comment sections. Though that's
all the trolls.
That's what you'll become. Yes. That's what you will become.
Literally.
Yeah. But definitely, like, it's okay to let it out every once in a while, but just like, in
a controlled and
whatever this motion means right here.
Just mellow out. Yeah. I like to work out. I like to go boxing. I like get physical, do those kind of activities. You get that energy out. You don't like expend it on people.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Me, I do soothing things like either work on my design stuff. I'm trying to get back into music, man, but I mean that's been kind of just time taxing. Like I need time to do that. But
I've been saying that about a lot of stuff too, bro.
Yeah.
And honestly, at this point, I'm just like I might just have to cut back on sleep.
That might as well be the case. That might actually be the case.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. No.
I mean, sleep is essential, but
it is. To be a normal, like functioning human being, you do need good rest. But I think also in conjunction with like trying to live in today's society, the job, you already spent like 40 hours there and you're doing overtime, so you're putting in maybe like 60. I don't know how much you're putting in, but like
it could be around that. We'll see what it tallies up by the end of Saturday.
Yeah. But like we spend a lot of our times at the jobs not really like fulfilling our creative spirit or like doing the things that we actually want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I really like working on the podcast. Like honestly, doing all the editing shit. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, sitting there talking. I had so much fun actually going about the logo, getting everybody's different opinions and stuff. Yeah. And what I came out with, I enjoy that. Yeah,
it's great. And also, like it's kind of like our thing. Like it's gonna be big. Like the vision that I have for the pod is like just it's like a nice vision. It's good.
Yeah, that's all that I keep in my head. That's what keeps me going like with this stuff. Yeah. I
want to like throw events. I want to like interview people. I want to like just have like a community. Like I want to. I think it's gonna be like really cool.
Yeah.
And it's just our first stages right now. I see it being a big thing.
Honestly, man. I and just. I don't know, I get, it puts a smile on my face just thinking about that. Just like, it makes me, go out and do more because I know what it's all working towards.
Exactly. Like RDC.
Yo, yeah. Like, where they started
versus where they are now.
Yeah, insanely big.
Insane.
Like owning their own like convention stuff to like.
I'd love to do something like that.
Yeah, that'd be just. Great, that man.
I want to build out like a whole network of like stuff like that, dude.
For real, that'd be crazy.
Like I really want it. I really want it to be a big thing, and I think like having space to like what's the right word? Cultivate the creative spirit or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's the right word.
I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I want us to be able to like build this into like a big thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important that like, I think you got to find the time, but it's definitely like really hard with work and all that. But like, I think it's so essential to like keep going and like just, yeah.
Yeah, because I could have, went to sleep after a hard day at work today, but
I did that yesterday. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, I'm doing that every day now. It's honestly, it's nice because got a whole bed and everything now, but yeah, it's not saying that this right here is just like is so dreadful or anything like that. Like, even though I was little bit drowsy coming in, I already got more energy than when I did waking up this morning.
Nice.
For real, man. This is, yeah, I'm glad we're keeping up on this.
Yeah, we actually did this every week. Like,
yeah,
we actually kept this up for, what is this, episode 6?
Hey, that's the thing. We said we would.
Yes.
We said we would, and we kept our promise on that.
We did. This is great.
At this point, we just keep going.
And yeah, to the moon.
Indeed. And on that note,
yeah, we're gonna call it. This has been Culture Nexus.
You already know. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell thingy if you want to get notified about new upload or whatnot.
And join the conversation down below. We want to talk to you. I'm sure you're a cool person. If you're a cool person, put a thumbs up.
Yeah, sure. We'll reply to that. We'll heart it, whatnot. Make sure we know that it's real.
Yeah. But I'm Quasi.
Josh.